Hello YouTube, it's the Hogginator here. This is another installation of Rockstun the Tier 1. In this episode I wanted to talk about ways to increase the speed of the deck, and as you see I got a couple cards here. A couple of set of cards, I guess I have multiples in here, of ways that I think you can improve the Rockstun deck in order to draw more cards, thin your deck more, and just generally kind of increase the pace of the deck. I'm not saying that each Rockstun build should come over and start maining all these cards I'm about to show you. These are a couple of options, and you may agree with them, you may not agree with them, but you know, I'm all for commenting on different cards on what you think would work and what wouldn't work. And maybe if I overlooked something, I'll kind of discuss each card or each set of card, and then move on from there. So the first card is obviously Morphing Jar, who is limited to 1. So he's really the only single card that we could add to the deck. But as you know, you flip him, you discard your hand, you draw 5. You and your opponent actually. So he's really good. He can get you back into the game. He allows you just to refill your hand if you had a bad hand or something. The reason I've never really played him is because he's kind of predictable in Rockstun, because he's one of the best rocks in the game. I don't think he is the best, but he is one of the better ones that's been around for a while. So feel free, you can I know a lot of builds already main Morphing Jar. I don't, because he's very predictable. I think if you set your hand and set Morphing Jar, that it's very easy to read a Morphing Jar that way. But yep, he will allow you to draw 5 new cards, so that's definitely a way to increase the speed. This next set are Naturia Cliff. Naturia Cliff is a rock type monster that you might not know about, so I'll just go ahead and read his effect word from word. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Naturia monster from your deck in face up attack position. So he only has 1500 attack and 1000 defense, so you're probably not going to be making any huge pushes with him. But if you run a playset of these, it is a good way for you to keep field presence and thin your deck when you need to just thin your deck so you can draw into your power cards more. I haven't really tested this guy out, but he is one of the options that I am considering testing, running a playset of Naturia Cliffs. I know on Pojo, there are a couple users who have tested Naturia Cliff and they like him a lot actually. He feels your deck, and they run different variants. Like there are different builds that you can run that uses Naturia Cliff, but I think that he's a body that replaces himself. He's a rock, so you can always use him for a maintenance cost, and running 3 allows you to summon 1. If he gets destroyed, you summon your next one, and that way you can just keep the field presence and thin your deck, that card that you special summon. So Naturia Cliff, I believe, is an option. Alright, moving on to the next set. Quackymaro Boulder. You probably already know what he does. He is like the Sangan, I guess, for Quackymaros. When he is destroyed, you get to add 1 Quackymaro monster, or a level 4 or lower Quackymaro monster from your deck to your hand, or I believe you can you use Iron Core the Quackymaro? Yep, or you can add Iron Core the Quackymaro. Most Rockstun decks don't play Iron Core the Quackymaro, and some Rockstun's deck can use Boulder. I've never really used Boulder because I never felt like the Quackymaro's Guardian, Wall, and Sandman were the core of the deck. I always thought that Thunder King, Ryo, Fossil Dyna, and like Solemn Morning were the core of the deck, and I want to get those cards out easier. But setting this guy will allow you to get a Quackymaro monster to your hand, thus increasing the speed of the deck if you focus on the Quackymaros more than I do. So I think he is an option for Rockstun. So yeah, not a whole lot to say about him. He just allows you to search out your Quackymaros faster. And the last set is the Deslakuta Scrap Iron Scarecrow Draw Engine. In my first Rockstun build, I ran these 4 cards. Basically, you all know what these cards do, and a lot of people think these are bad cards. So, what I have to say about Deslakuta is if you can protect him, he becomes an insane draw engine. And so the way I protected him was with triple Dimensional Prison and double Scrap Iron Scarecrow. That is 5 cards that help protect him during the battle phase. And then I guess Mirror Force for a total of 6. So the reason I dropped it is because Pot of Duality did the job a lot better. And I think I said that in one of my previous videos. And this combo is really only good game 1. Because once your opponent figures it out that you are plussing like crazy off this combo, it becomes their top priority to stop it. And then once it's stopped, if you draw like another Scrap Iron Scarecrow or another Dezakuta, it's kind of dead in your hand. So that was why I dropped it, but I still think it is a very viable option for maybe like a budget player that doesn't have Pot of Duality, that you can definitely run a Dezakuta or a Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Even like you can just run Dezakuta without the Scrap Iron Scarecrows and you can still do very well with Dezakuta. So I think he's a very viable draw engine in Rockstun, and I'm actually considering maybe teching another Dezakuta back in. I'm not sure if I'm going to go out and do the whole full-blown 4-card engine, but I still think it is a very good way to draw more cards and get your combo pieces quicker. So I'm just going to kind of recap real quick. The first one, Morphing Jar, pretty standard. A playset of Naturia Cliffs to help with field presence and thinning the deck more. Double Kwakimera Boulder, just to search out your Kwakimera monsters faster. If you feel like that is the core part of your deck, you can definitely search out those key cards quicker. And lastly, the Dezakuta Scrap Iron Scarecrow draw engine. So yep, those that was episode 2 of Rockstun to Tier 1. I believe this would be helpful ways to help increase the speed of your deck by thinning more cards and drawing more cards at the same time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed Rockstun to Tier 1, and I hope you're enjoying the series. I know I kind of like it. It's making me think about some other things to do with the deck besides just plain old Rockstun. I think in my next video I'm going to be talking about boss monsters for Rockstun, you know, different high attack or higher attack or just boss monsters that we can bring out that'll help help with other trouble cards like higher attack monsters and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Definitely leave your comments below on if you think this was a good video and some good options or not. Otherwise, let me know what you would have done instead. So stay tuned. Next Saturday I'll be doing Rockstun to Tier 1 episode 3. That's it. Take care guys. See you guys next time.